through here, and it's just crippling because you're trying to get launched, and this person is 19 years old and they're doing $15 million, and it's just like soul crushing. And then, you know, when you find out behind the scenes, that's not really the truth. It gives you a perspective. So that's how I want to start, man. You're entering a dangerous territory. So keep that in mind as you go along on your journey. All right, so listen, I'm going to give you guys 5 scaling strategies for 2020. This is what I believe is working in 2020. We're coming off of 2019. There was 1 million new advertisers on Facebook out of 7 million total. 1 million new advertisers in 2019. That is an excessive pace. So they're driving up the cost, they're driving up the competition, and it's becoming almost to the point where you can't really make an offer work all that well. So you got to get really strategic. 3 years ago, you could throw something up on Facebook. The costs were cheap enough that you could, you know, churn and burn, get sales right away. And if you didn't get a sale, there was always another person to try. Nowadays, with the high cost, you have to be strategic. You have to set up a full, you know, funnel, a full message, a full storyboard. So where you want to start, if you're just starting. So Latoya, this is good for you. Denny, this is what I do. So this is like when I start a new business, I go to stage 1. I don't care how much connections, resources, skill, talent, I don't care what I have, I always go back to the basics. So cold outreach. This is where you launch a business. See, you can't do it if you're selling a t-shirt. It doesn't make sense. You can't really, it's got to be B2B or B to an influence. So if you're doing like a B2C, you have to like cold outreach to somebody that has influence over mass people. So let's not even go into that realm. Let's stay in the realm of B2B. Okay? So you want to build a list. This is like, okay, let's say you don't have a business, right? And you want to help a local screen printer. You're like, hey, listen, I'll get you business. You get me, 10% of the gross. Or if you want to start a business, or if you want to start a Facebook ad company, or if you know somebody that could do something, you partner with them. So let's say, Denny, you meet me and I'm a Facebook ad expert. You say, hey, Greg, what would you give me if I bring you clients? I say, I give you 40%. You're like, all right, cool. And I say my average ticket cost is, call it $1,000. So that's $400 a month you can make by bringing me clients. So you can't really do ads because, you can't front the money. So you do cold outreach. This is how you do it. Basically, you're just going to email somebody. Everybody has email. Everybody says email is dead. People don't answer their email. But how many times has your mother, your daughter, your friend emailed you and you missed it? Never. Like, we get email. We get every email that's sent to us. I mean, people that say it's otherwise aren't doing it correctly. They're approaching it like, the Nigerian bank scam. And then they're mad when nobody answers. So number one, you want to build a list, right? So you need a list of prospects. So you could go to Fiverr. So check this out. And I actually know, so this right here, this strategy, I just helped a young guy that I mentor with this, and he's getting clients right now. I mean, $1,000 a month. First week out, he's getting clients. So listen, if you type in scrape Google into Fiverr.com, Fiverr, you're going to get, I will scrape and automate websites using Google. They have codes that will go into like a Google business directory. So let's say you live in Jacksonville, Florida. The coder will type in restaurants in Jacksonville, Florida, and we'll give you a full list of restaurants in that area. And you're going to get the email, everything. And then you're just going to email them an offer. Hey, I could clean your windows. Hey, I could clean your cars. Hey, I have a valet parking service. Hey, I could run your ads. Once you have this list, you can email them and tell them anything. It's all free. I mean, you got to pay for the list, but you can do it by yourself. I'll show you how to do it. Check this out. You can rent this whole island for like $4,000 a night, all inclusive. No, $4,000 for the, oh yeah, $4,000 for the night. You guys are interested. So you can go to like Google, watch. So let's say you want to build a list of restaurants in Jacksonville, Florida. there's your list right here, right? This is where you start. So this is your list. You click in to the website, and then you grab the email from the website, right? I mean, let's say they don't have the email on the website. So now we're here. Build a list. You can go to Manta.com. Manta.com lists every business. You can go to SpyFu. If you want to know who is advertising on Google, you go to SpyFu, and you don't even need an account. Watch, I'm going to show you guys how to use it without paying. I think it's like $40 a month, but I don't pay. Watch. You could type in this person here, right? It shows you that they spend $550,000 a month. So, I mean, if you're in the ads, this is a person or a business that spends $550,000 a month. And there's businesses all over, all around you. All you have to do is put it in the SpyFu, and you could see who's advertising. You could see what their ads look like. And then you could hit them up and say, hey, listen, I know how to improve your ads. Call me back and I'll teach you. And then if you don't know how to do it, you can call me and give me the deal. And then we'll charge them 10, 15 grand a month, and you get a piece of that. It's all done through cold outreach. It's all done just building your list, getting your prospects, and hitting them up. So watch, I don't have access. You could just go here and you click the ad, and it tells you who the advertiser is. California Attorney Referral. You can click into their website, and you can just start building lists. You should always be building manual lists. The way I do it is I have a huge technology through Mergent, it's called. It's a Dun & Bradstreet company, or actually they bought Dun & Bradstreet. But I build lists of like 5,000, 6,000 companies all the time. And then I give it to a guy in India, and he extracts the email, gives it back to me. I put it into a program that emails everybody. And I just always have leads churning in, no matter what business I'm trying. That's how you start a business. Everybody's going to tell you to run a funnel and an ad and a website, and fucking they're going to have you just wasting your money. You're going to give all your money to the guru. And then you're going to burn out because you didn't make any money. And nobody's going to tell you that it's impossible, because the fucking guru's not doing ads selling t-shirts. The guru's telling you how to do it. If he can make, $6 million a minute, you think that he would be doing that, or you think he'd be trying to get your $42? That's the truth, man. So get the info. Okay, you built the list. Now you want to get the info. So you need their email. Most of the time you get it right from the website. If you're looking at doing a business to business, you're looking at doing a restaurant, or like a local screen print company, a local deli, it's going to be info@deli.com or whatever the name is, and the owner is going to be the one that reads it. Because listen, the owner of a deli doesn't have employees and secretaries and gatekeepers. They answer their emails. That's where their bills go. That's where their payments go. That's where their problems go. They're in there all day. You just have to learn how to talk to them. And then here's something that I've been doing lately. It's called LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Latoya, I'll give you the spreadsheet. Hold on. So you don't have to write it down. Hold up.
Yeah, I have a note taking. So, I'll write down word for word, and whatever you're elaborating on, I'll write all down too.
You could go right here. Just don't delete it, because.
Oh yeah, I won't.
I'll make a copy just in case.
All right, I appreciate you.
No worries. Listen, man, I'm giving the game out. Listen, I ain't gonna be doing this for much longer, but I'm giving all the game out, so you guys don't ever have to pay again.
Gotcha.
You're gonna get all the game right here, so you guys can go the rest of your lives without having to pay the guru, man. I'm giving you.
Got it. Thank you so much. I value this. Thank you.
Worries. Listen, if you want to get an email, this is how you get the email, right? So let's say I want to get the email of this firm, right? That has the $550,000 budget, which I'm hitting them up soon. That is a fact. All right, so you just go like this, right? You go to Google, you type in email, and then you do like this. See, I just did it today. I looked up that guy. Email, asterisk, @ and then the website. And then you'll start doing a little bit of research, and you'll start seeing. So, okay, see K. Arnold at Arnold Itkin. That's the CEO's email address right there. So we got it from just randomly, somebody put his email up there. It could be like a public bid. It could be a bar, like a public association. These people have their emails up there, right? So now you could email the CEO of this giant law firm doing $550,000 a month. You can fuck down whatever you want. Okay? I mean, that's the game. You could do this for anybody. You can get my email, you can get anybody's email. So you just have to know what to do. And I'm going to walk you through this. So, okay, so we did email, asterisk, at, and then the URL.com. So now, boom, you got the guy's name. So I know that's the CEO because I already looked him up. So now you got his email. That's the email he's answering. That's on his phone. You have a shot at anything in life right now, right? Unless you're scared or you have some sort of mental holdback, you can now do any fucking thing you want. You want to be a mortgage broker? Let's get a list of every single mortgage company in America and let's email their CEO and say, hey, I'm Denny. I'm a badass salesman. I will work for you for free for 30 days to prove to you that I'm your best salesman you've ever had. And let's do it. And if I'm not good, don't fucking pay me. Don't talk to me. Tell all your friends about me. And boom, that's it. I mean, come on, man. Okay, he says no, or she says no. Fucking there's 50,000 others. If you really want it, this is the game. This is what nobody tries to tell you. Because everybody, oh, Denny, come to the meeting with me. Oh, Denny, you got to pay $500 to me. And, you're like, oh, shit, I thought you were going to lead me to the goal. Now you want me to pay you. This ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? But this is the shit that nobody talks about. This is the shit that, you need to be doing at a high level. Okay, so LinkedIn Sales Navigator, write that down. Because you can go into your Gmail, open it up, and then type that guy's email in, and it will pull up his LinkedIn account if it's his real email. So you just do, let's say it's this, right? Let's say it's karnold@arnolditkin.com. Let's say his name is Kurt. It might be Kurt@arnolditkin. It might be K Arnold. It might be Arnold K. So you just sit there and try them all. And once you get it, and the email is associated with his LinkedIn, it's going to come up on the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and it's free. So like you're emailing the actual person into their pocket in 1 second, anybody in the world. So that right there should just show you how small the world really is with technology, right? While everybody else is out there doing all their funnels and their websites and trying to sell their $3 t-shirts, you're sitting here and finding an opportunity and then working backwards. So you want to be a mortgage broker. These people want mortgage brokers, right? Instead of going in from the bottom, you're going in from the top. In the bottom is you go in and you talk to the lowest person on the totem pole, which is the freaking man or woman sitting in the office. Hey, I'm Denny, I want a job. That person's already hating on you because you're about to take their job. So that's already an obstacle. But when you come in from the top, the CEO is going to say to his person underneath him, hey, call Denny back. And the person underneath him can't say, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to call Denny. I don't like Denny. They're going to say, okay, hey, Denny. And you're going to have a backdoor access to a whole new world. I'm telling you, it's the truth. This is what I do. I talk about the funnels and the ads and shit because that's what people want to hear. But this is how you do it. All right, so now we're going to talk about reaching out. This is how you write an email. It's got to be short, sweet, and you got to put curiosity in it. You have to make them wonder about you. You have to open a loop. So you have to say, like, let's stick to Denny, right? Let's say you're going to email the CEO of a local mortgage company, and you're going to write. Let's say you used to do mortgages, and you had a trick you used to do, right? You had like a strategy, and you call it the backdoor strategy. So you're just going to write like backdoor email. So listen, the way people write emails, like the way friends and family, which is really what email started as, write emails is almost like your subject line is like a file cabinet. So if your mom emails you, she's not like, what's the best sales letter, Latoya? Like she's just writing like dinner, right? And then like, want to come over dinner? And like, that's how people talk. That's how friends talk. So if you emailed your friend, you'd be like, yo, check this article out. I thought about you. You wouldn't be like, dear sir, I found you. You would just like really casually approach it. So reach out at a friend and make the subject line like a file cabinet. So it'd be like, you know, Fort Lauderdale or wherever you live, right? Whatever the street they're on is called, right? So it's familiar, their name, their business name. So when I email people about the t-shirt company, I just say their business name in the subject line. So like Kirk's Landscaping t-shirts. And they're like, what? Like, did somebody find a Kirk Landscaping t-shirt on the ground and they're emailing me about it? What is this? So they open it and I'm just like, hey, I see that you're making t-shirts for your company. You know, I figured I'd reach out because I make t-shirts and I have the cheapest t-shirts in the whole country because I'm the first business-to-business screen printer in the world. You know, hit me back if you want a quote. I'll show you our price list. And they're just like, what? Like, okay, well, what's your price list? And then you have a dialogue. You start a dialogue. You didn't ask too much. So you could say, you know, let's say you were working for like a solar company, right? Because that's hot right now. You would just email a business owner and say, let's say it's like Frank's Manufacturing. So you just write in the subject line, Frank's Manufacturing. And you're just like, hey, I see that you're over on East Main Street. I'll be over there on Thursday setting up a roof. You know, I would love to drop by and drop a pamphlet off to show you how you could save $32,000 next year. And that's it. I mean, if they're interested, they'll say yes. And if they're not, they just will ignore you. No harm, no foul. And listen, you could fucking buy software that does this at mass scale. You could send 50,000 of these a day. I mean, imagine what would your calendar look like if you sent 50,000 emails out per day? It's doable. So make an offer. If you're making an offer, try your best to input scarcity. So if you're selling, let's say you're going to sell a jacket to somebody, right? You'd say, hey, Greg, I overordered on some jackets and I have a bunch at the warehouse. They're going cheap. Let me know if you want one. You know, that's scarcity. That's in their mind. They're like, if I don't email back, he's going to sell out of these cheap jackets. So I gotta know how much they cost. I gotta know more. There's scarcity. You know, hey Denny, listen, I got one appointment available, but I'm going out of town Friday and I'm never coming back. So like, you're like, I really don't want to meet with him, but fuck, I guess I have to because he's never going to come back. And I'm going to never have this opportunity again. Scarcity is time and quantity. So you could either have no time left or you could have no quantity left. Selling digital, like if you have like a digital ebook, it's kind of hard to say that you're almost out. So you could say, you know, next 50, get a phone call or next 3, you know, we could schedule a call. You could give bonuses. You could fucking do anything. I mean, you know, just here's another one, a free trial. Like I said, Denny, when I was talking about setting up the trial for the person to hire you, like, listen, no money. Let me work for you for free. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I want to show you. I don't want to tell you. I want to show you. And that's what I mean. The market is so noisy right now because everybody wants a strategy call. Everybody wants to waste your time and trick you. So if you say, listen, I'll just work for you for free. And if it doesn't work, you don't have to pay me. Let me show you what I can do because that's who I am. I'm a doer. So like, I'm going to call the next person on the list if you don't get back to me. So this guy like, damn, this fucking guy's about to come on work for free. And if I don't call him back, he's going to go to my competitor. And I could tell he's a go-getter because he just emailed me out of the blue. So a free trial, it's easy to say yes. It's easy for him to just say, okay, not, oh, well, let me see your credentials and who have you worked for in the past. You could avoid all that with a free trial. Like, whoa, buddy, we got to do all that. Let's just get the phone to ring and I'll show you what's up. I don't want to tell you. As you know, anybody can fabricate a resume. How many great resumes have you seen come through here and produce nothing? 90% of your company? I mean, come on. And that's how you stand out right now in the world of Instagram entrepreneurs and all this that's surrounding the market. You know, because everybody has a good fucking resume. Everybody says they has a McDonald's logo on their company. Like, I printed t-shirts for McDonald's. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You know, no.
Oh, I didn't realize I was unmuted.
Yeah, like you did. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has that nowadays. So everybody is immune to it. So when you point it out, they're like, oh, shit. Like, I just pointed it out to you guys. Go, oh, that's funny because the website I saw, I had one. So make it a no-brainer. Make it real simple. Like, don't tell them there's a setup fee, and you know, if they want to cancel, they have to drive to your house to cancel, and make it real simple. And there was just, I was just talking to a coworker of mine, and he was telling me about this Nobel Prize for loss aversion. So check it out. Nobel Prize, loss aversion. So this guy basically came up with a thesis that said people will do more to avoid loss than to get a gain. And he won a Nobel Prize for it. So check it out. And so basically try to make some loss aversion in there. Like, listen, if you don't call me, I have to call the next person. You know, like I said, I'm going out of town. I only have 5 jackets left. If you don't claim this, I have to give it away to somebody else. They're like, shit, it's mine. I'm going to lose it if I don't call them. You know,
so,
go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's like you're giving them a FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Exactly. In the same sense, but you made it conversational to like you're not directly selling them, but you're making it in a way that, oh man, he said he got what? That many jackets left? Oh man. Right. I need to get that. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha.
They're going to lose it. It's yours. So I got a couple of jackets for you, but if you don't get back to me, I got to give them away. And now you're like, you got the jackets and you're going to lose the jackets. And make it real simple to end. Like, that's something that I've learned when talking to high level people is I just basically tell them how we're going to break up before it even happens. It's just like, yo, when it's over, you know, you're just gonna change your password, and that's it. I won't be able to access it, and like that's it. Like, we're just gonna break up like this. Like, my partner works at a company that manages huge ad accounts, right? They got fired, but it's taking 6 months to turn over the account. So like, that's a real headache. Like, you're going to fire the company, right? Because they're obviously not doing good. And then it takes 6 months for you to continue paying them so they could teach another company. Like, that's crazy. Now, if you go to that business and say, like, listen, when you fire me, that's it. I put everything in a Dropbox. Everything is yours. All the creative, everything is yours. The minute you fire me, you just change the password. And like, if you tell somebody that, they're like, okay, like what do I have to lose? Is the way you want to be thinking about it. So now you built this, you have a bunch of leads, you have their email addresses, you know what you say to them. So now you have to manage that, because you don't want to just email somebody once. You want to email them like 7 times, 12 times. You want to just continually follow up, and not just a ridiculous, like, hey, I'm following up. Like, you want to say, hey, Bob, I saw this article about mortgages in Jacksonville, and I thought of you. You just want to continually touch in with them. You want to stay in their mind, because eventually they're going to think about it, and you're going to be at the top of their mind, and they're going to think that it was their idea. So when I used to email about the t-shirts, I wanted to screen print t-shirts for like construction companies, right? So I'd email like 7 times, right? And then on the 7th email, they would email me back and say, I was just thinking about t-shirts. I know you weren't, dude. You just associated my name with t-shirts because I emailed you 7 times. You weren't thinking about it. I made you think about it. But they don't even know because it's such a small blip. It doesn't even register in their mind, only on their subconscious level, that this guy, Greg Berry, keeps emailing me about t-shirts. And then they're like, oh shit, we're out of t-shirts. Or the secretary told them 3 days ago, like, hey, we're running low on t-shirts. Now, boom, here comes my email. It's a timely and relevant manner to him and her because it's their business. They don't care about me. They only care about themselves. So you want to manage the leads. You could do it in a spreadsheet. I use streak.com right here. I think it's like $40 a month, but it keeps a tab. It shows you when they opened it. It shows you where they're located when they opened it. You could write notes. So if LaToya emails me back and I emailed her 3 months ago, I could write a note about this conversation and say that she's doing a business with called Diamond, and she's doing Forex. So when she emails me back, I can say, "Oh, LaToya, how's the Forex thing going?" And you're like, "Oh, this fucking guy's good." You want to keep taking notes. Where are they from? Do they have sports insignia on? Do they wear a Yankees hat? Like, you want to just take notes of everything, and then, so let's say I meet Denny right now. I'm feeling him out. I'm getting all these notes on him. And then when he calls me in 3 months, hey, did you go in the mortgage business? Did you go back to real estate? I know all this stuff about him because I took the notes. I wrote it down. And that's huge, is managing the leads. So that right there concludes stage 1. Is like, when you're just getting started and you don't have a dime, you don't have a website, like you don't have shit. Like when I'm doing this, I don't even have a website. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not paying any money. I'm literally just emailing right off of a Gmail account. Like, I'm not worried at all. I'm just trying to make connections and get some flow going, get some momentum going. I'm trying to get a bunch of no's. I'm trying to get people to say no to me and learn about what they really want. And that's the key, is just getting out there and hearing a bunch of no's. So LaToya, I've been saying it about Denny because what he said is a lot easier than to put it towards Forex. So let's say you want to use this for Forex trading. Give me a little bit of background about the Forex. Who are you teaching? What's the avatar look like?
What the avatar look like? We just trade off the charts, and I show them how to trade off the phone as well. So those are the 2 things through the basic education. I show them their strategies and how to be on the profitable end of the foreign exchange and the crypto markets.
What do they look like? How old are they? What's their income level? Like, give me some.
Yes. So I'll keep it really simple. You can learn how to turn.
Really detailed. Like, are they women? Are they male? Are they black? Are they white? Are they rich? Are they poor? Are they, you can't sell to everybody. If you could try.
Right. Gotcha. So it's very on a diverse end. You got men and women that does it from different age groups. So I say primarily, I say the millennials are the ones that really are taking it over because they are exposed to this at a young age. So there's really no age cap to it. So you can start. You can start with $10K and flip it, but now you can start with little as $10 and leverage it.
Okay, so listen, if I was to give you advice and we were in like a coaching session, I would say narrow that shit down as much. So when you're starting, specificity is key. So when you're general and you got a big war chest and you got all this stuff, you could say that your avatar is big and in general. But if you said, hey, I teach Forex, they're like, okay, so does the fucking guy with a yacht over there and 16 websites and 700 people working and 2 private jets. They ain't gonna listen to you. But if you say, I teach single fathers of Indian descent how to trade Forex with $10 or less, like, you don't have to do much. You're gonna target right in.
That's like generate target audience, correct?
You're gonna speak to somebody. You're gonna, like, if you say, "Hey, come learn from Latoya how to do forex," and you're standing next to my buddy who's got 3 Mercedes, he rolled up on a private plane, they're gonna call him. But if you say,
Gotcha.
if you go real specific, if you
Okay.
say, mothers, who don't work and like to sell candles.
Right, I got you.
You're speaking directly. Specificity is very key when you're starting off, and then you grow,
Okay.
then you expand out. But when you start,
Okay.
just go after like the smallest group you can. I mean, literally,
Okay.
if you could go after like a single gender, a single race, a single age group, and just really
Okay.
get going down the funnel until you have like, I mean, literally, like if you teach Indian women ages 35 to 45 how to trade forex with $10 or less, you're going to have a superb chance of winning. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
they're on. You could go and you could run an ad on an Indian hair website or like an extension website. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, I got you. I got you.
If you're not specific, it's hard to find people. You're wasting your money.
Okay, that's facts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Listen, man, I'm just glad you guys showed up on this call, man. Everybody else.
Yeah, that was right on time, man. I was sitting here like, oh man, I'm from Target, but then I had to start with myself, like where I'm at and who I'm looking to reach out. So that pretty much came on time right there. That
so
yeah,
specific.
I got homework to do.
And listen, go as specific as possible. Really go to people that you know. I mean, go to, like, when I do things like this, I know who's following me. I know who's picking up my message, and that's how I talk. That's how I position. You know what I'm saying? And like fucking people that go to Harvard aren't coming in here and like, oh, let me learn from Greg. It's a specific niche. So get real specific. So
Okay.
how could you use the cold email strategy? You could. Okay, so cold email is hard to do on a B2C, which is a business to consumer level, because you're going to get a bunch of people's email addresses. Like, it's easy to get a business's email address because they need exposure. Like, businesses have their email online. A fucking person doesn't. A person doesn't, and even if they did, it'd be real hard to match them up to who they are. So you want to talk to events. You want to talk to, if there's like a local school gathering, you want to email them and say, hey, I would like to come in and talk to your children about forex trading.
Okay.
And then their parents are going to be there, so you kind of snuck in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I actually have a speaking engagement. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have a speaking engagement at an elementary school this Friday.
That's a beautiful thing, because
thank
you go in there with the mindset of like, I'm getting an audience. I'm going into the schools, and the parents are going to be there. The kids are going to tell the parents. I'm going to draw them out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to tell them about forex. You're going to be speaking about the opportunity, the gains that you could get. You're not going to be like, oh, you got to look at the candlesticks, and you're going to be teaching about the ease of use and the tools. And then you're going to say, for more information, come give me your email address. I'll email you a package.
Gotcha.
And you're going to build your list like that, and you just keep doing it. And then you can go into, you just have to get rid. That's the thing about being real specific about what you want, is it's easy to target.
Okay.
And if you sell to basketball players, you go to a fucking basketball gym. If you sell to single moms, you go to a dog park. I mean, you have to be laser focused, specific. All right, let me move on.
Oh yes, go ahead. I appreciate it.
Okay, so listen, here's another one. So this is if you're just getting started, right? So the stage one is stage one. No money, no capital. You're going in guerrilla style, trying to make something from nothing. That's the way I do it. Stage two, this is my next step, is direct buys. So basically, instead of going on Facebook or Google and putting your money into search and traffic, you're going to go right to an audience. So let's say, Latoya, you're teaching Black women Forex. So you're going to go to a forum where Black women are. So you're going to go to a hair forum. You're going to go to a regular Black dating forum. Whatever it is, you're going to get real specific. And then you're just going to email them and say this: advertising. Hello, I'm reaching out to inquire about your current advertising opportunities. I have a product that I believe would be a great fit for your audience. Please send over any advertising opportunities that you have. So listen, a person running a forum board or a blog, they don't make any money. So they're going to be like, what? Shit. Okay, here, $300. And now you just got your banner or your message in front of the exact target audience you want. So I just did this today. I have a new product coming out, and I want to sell it to small business owners. So listen, it's hard to find small business owners. They're impossible to find on Facebook because they're not fucking, they're running their business. They're not on Facebook talking shit about Donald Trump or whatever people do on Facebook. Like, they're fucking running their business. They're working. So it's really hard to find them. So what did I do? I literally went to a QuickBooks forum board, because every small business owner has QuickBooks. Why else would you be on a QuickBooks forum board? I emailed the owner, and he said it's $450 per month to put my ad on there, and he has 89,000 people on his website per month. I mean, that's like, so I'm about to put a message directly towards this audience, and we call it a direct buy. When I used to sell hats, I used to sell custom hats, and like 12 minimum. I used to go on a website called datpiff.com. It's a rap mixtape website. And I used to buy banner ads for $600 a month. And the website had like 3 million people on it. And we would just get insane amounts of clicks. The audience was semi-qualified. I mean, not really, but it made so much money because it was so cheap. I mean, if you were doing Facebook, to get that many impressions would cost tens of thousands of dollars. And we were getting it for $600 because we were going direct. It was a direct buy. So listen, everybody is over there, Facebook, Google, Snapchat, and then all you gotta do is slide over there where nobody's looking. Like, nobody's looking at this. Direct buy, nobody is doing this. You can do email drops. So you could literally email a store in your niche, a store, a blog, a forum, an influencer, whoever, and just say, like, how much for you to send an email out for me? And they're like, I don't know, $400, $200. I mean, maybe $10,000. I don't know what the prices are, but you could go right to the audience. So if this QuickBooks advertising forum board emailed on my behalf, it'd be a gold mine. Like, the message is exactly for local small businesses. And listen, fucking online entrepreneurs don't have QuickBooks. They don't even have any income coming in, so they don't even know what QuickBooks is. So we're avoiding that whole market and going to the brick and mortar market, who have businesses, who have income, who need bookkeeping services. And then we're showing them an offer that's directly related to them. That's the game right there. And listen, I haven't said a word about Facebook yet. I haven't said a word about Shopify, because in the market, when the market starts getting saturated like this, all you have to do is just go left. When everybody goes right, you go left. So 3 years ago, everybody wasn't on Facebook. So we were on Facebook. Now everybody's on Facebook, so we just go over here. Now nobody is hitting up the forum owner. Nobody's hitting up the blogs because everybody's over here. So you just go left when everybody goes right. You watch where the crowd's going and you go the other way. And that's where the opportunity is. Another one is podcast interviews and guest blogging. I mean, I just heard a I signed up for, I'm in some other membership, and this guy always talks about this, and he grew a multi-million-dollar business like this. So basically, somebody has an audience in a podcast, right? They need people to talk to. Like, it's just a fact. So they have put all this money in to gather this audience, right? And I don't care how big it is. Let's say it's 500 people, but they're all mortgage brokers. And if then he could get a podcast interview with that person, he could get his message in front of 500 qualified and targeted people for free. He had to do no work. The other person put all the work in, gathered the audience, gets them to listen every time. All you got to do is go sit in there and interview with them, and you're going to get your message directly pointed to an engaged and targeted audience. So here's something that you could do. You just, I've done such and such, and I like to share such and such with your audience. So I'd say, hey, I'm Greg Berry. I grew a email list of 220,000 people in a year using a free t-shirt, and I'd like to teach your audience how to do that. So they're like, okay, come on, talk about it. So I teach them how to do it, and then at the end I say, yo, I'm launching this new company. Go check me out over here. You guys can be affiliates for me. I just slid in, used some value as currency, and then, kind of you borrowed their audience, brought them over and became my audience. And that's how it works. You can hire a publicist on Upwork. So it'd be even better if I hired somebody for $30 and they emailed the person and said, hey, I'm Greg Berry's publicist. He did X, Y, and Z, and he's available 2 days next month if you would like him on your show. That's more powerful, right? And it's coming from somebody you just paid like $30 on Upwork. And then if you do that, just have a giveaway. Like, hey man, listen, I got the template that I use to sell all those t-shirts. I give it to you if you go to my website. And then you extract everybody to your list now. Then you email them. Yo, what's up? Now you already have a bond or relationship. You just hit them up. Yo, what's up? It's Greg. I got this really cool opportunity. If you want to get down with me, just call me, whatever. All right, I'm gonna do two more tactics. So now we're starting to get into the more higher level stuff. Latoya, you could just unmute yourself if you'd like.
Oh yes, no problem at all. I'm listening. I'm up here feeding the information. It's very valuable. I'll ask you some questions after you're finished. So.
All right, well, you better.
I sure will.
Okay, so listen, this is fairly easy to do. You don't need to be a real, what we'd call like a Facebook marketer to do this one. This is what we call upstream advertising. So basically, I'll give you a little history. Facebook knows everything you're going to do. They have every fucking thing you're thinking about, they already know, right? Do you know why? Because they run regression analysis. So anybody that's ever bought, a Cadillac CTS, right? Or whatever whatever your item is. Let's say it's a North Face jacket, right? And so the people go to this website and buy a North Face jacket. And the Facebook pixels on every website in the world, right? It's on JCPenney, it's on Sears, it's on Walmart, it's everywhere. It's on Amazon. So Facebook already knows what you're doing, right? So now let's say you're going to buy a North Face jacket, right? So they have technology that goes back, and let's say 100,000 other people already bought a North Face jacket, right? So they go all the way back in time and see what steps you've taken, what steps this group of people have taken before they buy X product. So Facebook already knows what you're going to buy before you even buy it. Facebook knows you're about to buy a new coat because you searched whether you searched for, lining material, whatever the fuck you did. Facebook already has all the data of everybody else who's ever done it. So if you're going to buy an Audi Q7, call it, the data shows that you go rock climbing, you go golfing, they already know where you are. They know where you are, what you're doing, what you bought, what you didn't buy. what you search for. So then they sell your lead to the highest bidder, and they sell you for such a high price, right? It's called in market.
Wow.
Shit's crazy. So
is it like digital marketing kind of per se, or is that different?
This is like, we're talking about $1 trillion shit.
Man, because I had noticed that too. Because when I had posted about Audi, oh man, it was like a while back now. But now every time my timeline is something about Audi, or it's something about Buckhead, or it's something about insurance. It's something about.
And the phone will hear you and show you the ads. And you don't even have to type it in. So I say all that to say this: Facebook knows what you're doing. If you have a webinar that's going to teach Forex trading, and anybody who clicks on it is basically interested in learning Forex trading, you're going to be like $5 a click, because Facebook already knows that they're going to hire somebody to be a Forex trader, and the big dogs are using it. And you guys could go look at this presentation I did. It kind of shows you the whole thing I'm talking about here. But anyway, upstream advertising is basically getting them upstream before they're even thinking about buying your product. So that's what I did with the Hustle shirt. So I sold you guys these Hustle shirts before you ever even thought about getting mentored or fucking starting a business, whatever it may be. I got your click so cheap that I could pull it off. Now, if I said, hey, join my mentorship program and I give you a free PDF, I'm paying $3 a click. But I say go get a free t-shirt, I'm only paying 30 cents a click, because I got you so far up the river. And then I used email to speak to everybody down the river. And that's how we do it. So what you could do is, so it works best if you have a physical product. So that's why we do the free stickers and the free, stuff. So we get the people that are somewhat in market. So who would want a Hustle shirt? Somebody that obviously identifies as a hustler, an entrepreneur, an ambitious person, right? So that's all we need to know, is that you're semi in market. And then we talk to you, and then 6 months goes by and you're like, damn, I really want to start this business. Maybe I'll call that guy Greg. He sounds like he knows what he's doing. So I got you very cheap, and I got you upriver, upstream is basically it. So you could do a free product. Let's say you're Forex trading. I really don't know how to do that. You would do you could do like a Forex trader t-shirt, or like a Forex trading, calculator. It's got to.
Yeah, it's so many ways to do it. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. I'm following.
Well, if you say download this Forex trading calculator, Facebook knows you're going after people who are looking to Forex trade right now, and you're not going to be able to do it because the click is going to be so expensive.
Okay.
But if you can get them upstream with some like Forex sticker, like fucking something just nonsense, that Facebook, you're under the radar. So when we were selling the body armor, we would say, register for a giveaway, right? To win body armor. Who would enter a giveaway to win body armor? Most likely somebody that wears body armor, has some sort of interest in it. So we would get them super cheap, and then we would, market to them via email. Whereas if we said, come buy our body armor, the clicks were like $1.50 opposed to 10 cents. So here's how to do it. Something that only your perfect customer avatar will want, make it a giveaway and get free. The word free brings in real cheap clicks. So for Forex, you could say, hey, I just interviewed, let's say there's a software, Forex trading software, it's $300, right? You could say, hey, we're giving away this Forex trading software, this t-shirt, and 3 stickers. Register for a giveaway. You're going to get a shitload of people. It's going to be real cheap clicks, and you're going to really get them upstream and then talk to them. And then when they're ready in 3 months to get a mentor, you're going to be the one that has their ear and their attention.
Wow.
Products work over information. Like I said, a software, like a free PDF, nobody gives a fuck. I mean, is so, it's just so worn out.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares. Oh, I got a free PDF about my secret formula. All right, cool. So does everybody else. Gary Vaynerchuk sits there and gives away free information all day. So free information is commoditized. I mean, Stanford is $75,000. They let you go get all their criteria in their school work for free, but nobody does it. I mean, it's commoditized. Wow. All right, so you make a landing page. You can use mobile pages. You don't even need to pay. Get straight to the point. Say, enter the giveaway to win the software, the stickers, and a pair of headphones that say Forex. Whatever, I don't know what it is. Something that draws your market and not people that want free shit. So if you say, register to win a $500 Walmart card, you're going to get a bunch of people that can care less about Forex.
Right.
Waste of your time.
Okay.
So I always put an offer on the thank you page to try to make some money back. So you do a free giveaway. So a free body armor, right? They sign up because they're going to get $1,000 of free body armor, possibly. And then on the thank you page, we say like, oh, before you go, we have this crazy deal that we're only doing because we bought too many. So it's a one-time impulse offer buy. And then what we try to do is recoup some of the ad spend. So let's say we spend $1,000, we want to make 800 back, lose 200, and then make all the money back via email. So here it is. This is your email list. So once you get their emails, you want to start the conversation and never end it. You don't ever want to end the conversation. So like, once you get their email, you're talking to them for life. They're either going to die, buy, or unsubscribe. That's it. That's their only three options. And you don't care what they do. You want them to buy. But if they don't like you, that's their fault, not yours. So here's something that I learned. It's really important, especially in emails, in copywriting and storytelling. The best teacher on earth, teacher on earth, what do they make? $70,000, $90,000, I don't even know.
Right.
The best entertainer on earth, what do they make? 90 million, 100 million, 500 million. Like, people obviously value entertainment over teaching. So if you have an email list, don't just teach them shit. Entertain them, tell them stories, use metaphors. And a really good way to do it is like, just relate stuff back. So like, say like, here's an email that you would write. The 4-minute mile. So you'd say like, Roger Bannister ran a 4-minute mile when nobody else could do it. It was unheard of. And then once he did it, 72 people did it the next year. So all that means is anything is possible once you believe it. So if you believe that you could be a Forex trader, all you have to do is join my group. You know what I'm saying? You start with a story, you tell it, and then you relate it to yourself in anything.
Okay, in that order. Gotcha.
Tell the story, make it interesting, because you want to be a storyteller, you want to be entertaining, and then relate it back to whatever you're selling. And that's the key, is like, be relevant, be entertaining. And at the end of the day, you're emailing because you want to make money. So don't forget that. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, sometimes forget it. Like, the point of this whole thing is to make money.
Gotcha.
And don't ever forget it.
It was almost like facts tell, stories sell type of things. Gotcha.
Just be entertaining. Just always remember the teacher versus the entertainer. What do people value? What do people want? I mean, why do people watch the news? It's all bad, all negative. They knows. I don't know why they watch it. They want to hear.
They knows it.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. All right, and then once you have all these people,
okay,
in the upstream advertising, now you can retarget. So you know there's someone interested in entrepreneurship through the hustle shirt. Now I could retarget them and sell them packages, client services, whatever, because I know that they're semi-interested. You know what I'm saying? I know.
You're right.
I know that they're interested in body armor, so now I could hit them with an ad, and it's a lot more targeted because I've weeded everybody else out.
Okay, cool.
Giveaway is top of the funnel. They're interested, and I'll show them an offer. So that's retargeting. So I got about 20 more minutes. What I want to do is I want to skip this multi-step ads. So
Okay.
I got a couple things on your channel.
I mean, there's a lot of this great information. I'm not even gonna say a lot of information. There's great information to apply because a lot of people don't know, and we find out after we pay so much, and this, and then you be like, oh man, this is all I need to do. Oh, I pay so much money out of pocket, like
all the shit I told you about. All you gotta do is go back to this. Number one, cold email. Like if you just do this, if you
right.
shut everything else off, don't listen to anybody else for 2 years, and just do that number one thing, you'll be successful.
Okay.
The problem is everybody wants to do the other shit. Everybody wants to do the ads. Everybody wants to fucking sell everything, t-shirts, and they want to join the crew and
right.
it'll be fancy.
Right, they get moved by the money, like the people, like the results. Like somebody said, well, when I did this, it helped me generate $500,000. I mean, just saying an example.
Listen, nobody's ever shown the profit and loss. Nobody's ever shown what it costs to make the 500,000.
Right.
Nobody says that. I made $600,000. Okay, well, what did it cost you? Fucking 800. Nobody says that, and that's really killing this whole thing, man. Like when I started as an entrepreneur, this shit didn't exist. None of this shit existed. It was when I started, people would call me I had an Italian food business. I was 21 years old. I'd tell them my uncle owned it. Oh, hold on, let me go ask my uncle. I'm just a sales manager. I had no uncle. It was me. I said, hold on. Oh, yeah, he said we can't do that. But nowadays, everybody wants to be the CEO. Everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody's a fucking hustler. Everybody's it's just that's
everything.
You're not a CEO.
Right.
You're a business. But and back then it was just you just wanted to make better for yourself. You didn't want to show off. You didn't want to get on a trip and fucking take a picture, and you just wanted, for me, I just didn't want to work. Motivation. I didn't want to be stuck in the same cycle that everybody I knew was in. I wanted to break out. I wanted to break free. I wanted money. I wanted my time. I didn't want to fucking tell people about what I was doing. I just wanted to fucking do it. And now it's so saturated with, I just made $3 million. And I mean, you have a 19-year-old telling you what to do. I mean, people are listening because they're driving a Ferrari. So it's like,
oh man,
real tough. It's a real hard time to be trying to get your bearings and trying to navigate where you should go.
Right.
If you guys go back on Facebook, you're gonna see a guy in a Ferrari and be like, "Oh fuck, Greg! Greg wears a red T-shirt."
Let me learn what he got. Let me see what he doing. Right.
Well, I'm not gonna listen to Greg. I mean, he's in a red T-shirt trying to tell me what to do. This guy got.
I don't care. That was the best information is that the one who's not showing the Ferrari.
I mean, you never know. I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
It's simple, man. What I just taught you guys is so simple. And you guys don't need me for that. There's no, you got to pay me to teach you about that shit. You don't even need that. You're free to go. I taught you the whole game. But when people try to just lead you on, oh, well, you got to pay me to do that, and it just never ends. I just told you, you can go on and make $10 million doing that. You don't got to pay me shit. You don't got to talk to me. You're free. That's what I want to do. I want to release everybody and just go on your own.
Gotcha.
And that's it. And then hopefully, listen, I mean, since nobody's on here, I'll just come tell you what I'm doing.
There ain't nobody's on here. Goodness gracious.
No, there's some people on there, but
okay.
What I'm saying is, I got a new company coming on, and I would love for you guys to come be an affiliate with me, and we can make a ton of money together.
Absolutely.
And I can teach you guys all the stuff that I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing. I'll even write it out for you guys. You can check this out.
Okay, cool.
This is going to be This is gonna be my thing right here, man. It's called Pocket Billboards.
Okay.
This is gonna be the man. I'm pumped, man. This is
Man, I'm starting to get excited just reading it out to myself.
listen.
Like, what?
You want to do it? Hit me up, man. If you guys have nothing, you know, if you guys want to promote that offer, it's gonna be a real ground level, like emailing businesses, DMing, showing up at businesses, teaching them shit, and
Right.
you know, we're gonna have an affiliate program and all that shit. So like that's my goal. Is like I don't want to, you know, fucking lead people along here. I just want everybody to go out and make their own money or don't. I don't really care either way. But if you're a hustler, come on, let's make money together.
Yeah, I still have my hustle shirt. Dang right.
I got a couple of them, man.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go over a couple of techniques, right?
Okay.
A couple of tricks. So this is if you ever, and this is for Denny, because Denny's in the mortgage industry and this works for that. So this is an AdWords trick, Google AdWords. And it could be applied to almost everything. So when you're doing Google AdWords, we're doing it at a super high level right now. Like we're managing like 550,000 big accounts. And what we're seeing is we always promise the payoff. So when you're doing something, you don't say, oh, you're doing it online. You don't say like, I'm a mortgage broker, call me and let's talk. What you do is you promise the payoff. You say, see if you qualify. See how much you're owed. See how much you could be owed. And then so they just fill out these little like, let's say you're a mortgage company. You say, see how much, you know, you're qualified for. And then they fill out the little, you know, I make this much, I live here, like 3 little tiny questions, right? Then they go to the next page. So they've already committed. They've already put in work. So now you're dealing with loss aversion. So they typed in 3 little questions. They didn't even type it. They just selected 3 little drop downs, right? They go to the next page. They're expecting to see how much they're owed or how much they can qualify for. And then you say, oh shit, you could qualify for a ton. Put in your information and we'll send it to you. And that's how you get the lead. Your conversion goes up like 50%, hundreds of percents actually. So that's like a real tip right there. I gotta delete this out of the video. That's like hardcore, man. That makes us a lot of money right there.
Man.
The front door technique. So here's my last one, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So when you have a lead generation website, everybody just asks first name, last name, and when people see that, they're like, I'm not about to give my name up to these people. I don't even know them. So what we do is we do that, what I just taught you. We ask them 3 little questions that anybody can answer. You know, how old are you? You know, 30 to 50. Like, you just get them moving, right? So then they click that button and their subconscious moves forward. So they're subconsciously engaging with you. So now they're committed. Their subconscious is telling them, okay, this is a trustworthy website. Otherwise you wouldn't push the button. And they're moving forward. And then they get to the page where they got to type in their information and they're already halfway there. They've already put in work to get there. And once you do that, once you understand that, it is like, phew. And I learned it from a book. I'll just tell you the story real quick. Old book, like an out of print sales book. I love telling the story. So there was a guy that was selling
payment charge.
He was selling a ton of knives, right? More knives than anybody else, and nobody could figure out what was going on. Nobody could figure out how he was doing it. So the president of the company sent out a psychologist, like a really deep psychologist who understood sales, to go with him. So the guy was selling his knives, yada yada yada. It was okay, and then he did something. He said to the lady he was selling the knives to, he said, "Hold on, I forgot a knife in the car. May I go get it?" And she says, "Sure." Goes to the car. He comes back in and he lets himself in the front door. And psychologically, subconsciously, which controls everything, if somebody lets themselves in your front door, they are to be trusted. So if somebody lets themselves into your door, your front door of your home, you trust them. At a subconscious level, there's no blood, there's no gray. It's either black or white.